I don't need to be fundraising all the time. If you hire me, you get a guy that works full-time.
Businessman Francis Rooney wants to take over fellow Republican Kirk Clausen's congressional seat to represent you in D.C. You may not know him, but what many consider to be the power elite in the Republican Party definitely know his name. Four in your Corner's Warren Wright showing you why and shedding some light on the man who's written checks for millions of dollars in political contributions, but now wants to be on the ballot himself. Warren?
Francis Rooney's construction company has brought in nearly $1 billion in local, state, and federal contracts. And he's written millions in checks to politicians and super PACs. Some say donors like Rooney are part of the problem in Washington. So I wanted to know how he thinks he's the solution.
I'm Kirk Clausen.
Not even completing 2 terms in office, Kirk Clausen surprised everyone when he said he wasn't going to keep his congressional seat representing Lee and Collier County. And that's when it clicked for Francis Rooney.
I was sitting there watching a basketball game with my wife, and she said, "You're doing all these things to try to influence opinion. Why don't you run for that and see if you can make a difference?"
Rooney is used to making a difference. His company, Manhattan Construction, works on projects all over the country. And when he's not building, he is, as he says, influencing, contributing more than $1 million to Republicans in Florida in just the past 5 years. And he's given millions more to buy influence in the nation's capital, while his businesses and related companies have earned more than $1 billion in local, state, and federal contracts.
So looking at all the money that you've given and the way you're connected, and what do you say to criticism that, well, you are a special interest. You've given a lot of money. So
Should I talk about the construction part first? We do several $1 billion a year. So the government stuff's part of it, but it's not predominant by any stretch of the imagination.
But is there a conflict of interest when Rooney makes political contributions while his companies make millions on federal contracts? Rooney says he follows the letter of the law.
We've never had an ethical allegation against our company for anything like that. We give money to people that we believe advance free enterprise.
And if Rooney gets elected, how will he ensure he doesn't vote on contracts that might benefit his businesses? His answer was simple. He would put everything in a blind trust.
We have 3 kids in the business, and I would just have to do these documents where I have nothing to do with it. No conflict of interest, no nothing.
Is that really truly blind when you know your companies are benefiting from projects that are dependent on public funding?
I won't have any idea. I won't know. I won't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're building. Won't know anything.
But what Rooney does know is that he will focus his energy on building a stronger economy and a safer America. Rooney's Republican competition for the seat is Chauncey Goss and Dan Bongino. Warren Wright, Fox 4, in your corner.
Thank you, Warren.